999, 1,000. All right, so when it comes to decreasing shoulder pain and reducing the likelihood of overuse injuries, what we need to remember is that there's a sequence to spiking, okay? So it's not just the arm that's doing the work. When we start to get into that mentality of more arm, more arm, more arm, that's gonna put a lot of strain in the arm. So we need to remember that there's a spiking sequence, and there are actions before the arm. That's the hips and the shoulders. So we can look at those, and what we need in the hips and shoulders is we need to be able to separate these actions, and then we need to also get strength in them. When we separate the actions and get strength in them, you're going to develop force in each of the parts, and they're going to accumulate and transfer to each part in the sequence. They're going to overlap and then go to the arm and then go to the ball when you contact it. And then what we find is that when we start getting more separation and more strength, and when we learn how to use this in our actual skill in the spike, then we can take off the load from our shoulder. We can use a lot more using our forward shoulder girdle rotation, and we actually get more power and less stress on the shoulder. And one of the ways that we can build this separation is by doing the reverse trunk twist. So what we're gonna do first, lie down on your back, make sure both shoulders stay on the ground the whole time. We can bring our arms out here like a T, palms down, and then we're gonna bring our legs up, and then we're gonna rotate them out to the side. Okay, so we're trying to go in a straight line out to the side, keeping the shoulders down as far as we can, and then come back up, rotate all the way out to the other side. Okay, so what I don't want to see, and what the hard part is that when we come out, when we bring our legs down here, I don't want to see this arm come up. That's not the separation, that's not the rotation that we want. Okay, so if you can only get here and you start to feel your shoulder come up, then you know that that's the range that you need to go, and then you start rotation from there. And then we can actually build that range and gradually get lower and lower until we can get all the way down and then bring our legs all the way up. So why I love this exercise is that it's super regressible. So if this is too hard, then we can actually bend the knee and then do the rotation here. Remember, the goal is keeping those shoulders down as we rotate the knees out. And then we can come over here. And already this is super tough. Like, you can feel the obliques working when you do this. And don't underestimate this exercise. It's an entry-level one, but it's going to be tough if you don't have that separation or the strength in the obliques. So even if this is too hard, then you can come here and then you can just start doing the rotations here like that. So if this is easy, this is easy, this is easy, then you can add some ankle weights there as well. And then now we're going here and coming out here with the ankle weights. So as I was saying, this is an entry-level exercise. It's super regressible. You can start from the first regression, work your way up, progress yourself in reps. We're gonna be doing about 2 sets of 15 left and right, but that's a lot. So work your way up there, okay? So you can, even if you're starting 5 left and right, 6 left and right, 8 left and right, 10 left and right, gradually work your way up. That's a lot of reps to do, and it's gonna be strenuous if you haven't develop that ability to separate and work those obliques. So yes, when it comes to reducing shoulder pain and reducing overuse injuries in the shoulder, we do also want to strengthen the shoulder. Just make sure that before you go to shoulder strength, make sure that you actually have the technique down as well, and you're not just overusing it, and you're not getting power from the hips and shoulders separating and that forward shoulder girdle rotation. That's going to be where a lot of that power comes from and then transfers into the arm.